Welcome to the very first event for the Asia for Animals, Sanctuaries and Rescue Centers Coalition. It's so great to see so many familiar names here and so many new ones. So personally, on behalf of the team at Asia for Animals and our members, we want to thank everyone for joining us today. For those who do not know me, my name is Elliot Carr, and I'm the lead coordinator of the Sanctuaries and Rescue Centers Coalition, or as we like to call it for short, SARCC. Before we start, we're going to run through some quick housekeeping items. Please remember this event is currently live streamed through Zoom and YouTube, so please keep your comments appropriate. Please ensure your camera is turned off and audio muted. Many of those joining us today are accessing from remote locations with poor internet connection, so the less cameras on will hopefully mean a smoother streaming experience for them. And finally, those who are joining us today via Zoom, please set your screen name to the name that you registered with so we can check off who has been able to join us today. I'll give you a couple moments to do that, but it looks like most people already have done that. And if you haven't, our moderators will be able to do that for you. So Asia for Animals is not only the largest animal protection network in Asia, but by membership, we're the largest animal protection network in the world. We have 24 core member organizations representing some of the largest and most well-known animal protection and advocacy organizations in the world, and over 250 member organizations. AFA has recently undergone dramatic growth, and we are now a team of 12 committed staff spread across 4 countries, all dedicated to helping organizations help animals. We want to thank all our core and network member organizations for their continued support in our recent successes and into the future. At our core, Asia for Animals is about creating a united voice for animals throughout Asia. We facilitate organizations to collaborate on investigations, campaigns, and reports. We provide a platform to share resources, knowledge, and experience. And we are a center point for networking and connected like-minded organizations who want a better future for animals. Our movement to help animals is stronger when we are united and working together. Resources are often scarce in our field, so through collaborations, we can be more efficient and more impactful in our efforts to help animals. Asia for Animals now also has 8 member-led working groups that bring our members together to collaborate in particular areas of animal advocacy, such as social media animal cruelty, farm animal welfare, issues affecting dogs and cats, helping organizations understand policy and advocacy, finding solutions to human and macaque interactions, and ethical elephant tourism. And soon we will launch a working group dedicated to enhancing the existing wealth of skills and capacity in animal protection organizations across Asia. And of course, we have recently developed the Sanctuaries and Rescue Centers Coalition. For the past year, SARCC has been developing a working group with the aim to support sanctuaries and rescue centers fulfill their missions in helping wildlife, from sharing resources and experience, hosting events such as this one today, and providing a platform to connect and network. We endeavour to help SARCs not only on issues of animal welfare, but any challenge they need assistance with in order to achieve their missions. Over the last 6 months, we have had dozens of conversations with sanctuaries, rescue centers, and the organizations supporting them. We have learned an incredible amount about their challenges and their needs in order to achieve their missions. We also saw that these challenges are often shared across regions, species, and organizations. But we have also learned about their dedicated and tireless efforts to help individual animals and in species conservation. SARCs do not only encounter issues in welfare and conservation, but are multifaceted organizations that have concerns beyond just animals in their care. SARCs face pressures from government partners, the need to meet international guidelines, organizational and financial sustainability, and in the development of education and conservation programs to change the hearts and minds of people. SARCs have multiple pressure points in helping wildlife, and often all within a strained, resource-limited environment. Very often, SARCs placed at this frontline pressure point between alleviating suffering of individuals rescued from the wildlife trade and also being guardians of exceptionally threatened species. And with limited resources, how do they manage trade-offs and make decisions at this front line? Our event today, Sanctuaries and Rescue Centers, on the front lines of conservation and welfare, we will explore some of the most pressing issues that were raised by Sanctuaries and Rescue Centers across Asia. I want to welcome and extend my thanks to our 4 dedicated speakers who have each had many years of experience in Asia on those very front lines. We hope this event will act as a catalyst, both to demonstrate what tools and programs are available to support SARCs in their challenges and to start conversations on difficult topics. Each of our speakers will have around 25 minutes to present, followed by a short Q&A session of about 10 minutes. Please post your questions and comments for our speakers in the chat box via Zoom or on YouTube, and our event moderators will filter questions. To save time here, we will ask them on your behalf. Some of your questions to individual speakers may be reserved for the discussion at the end if we think it would be a great discussion topic. At the end of our event, we'll have a longer 40-minute panel discussion where you'll be able to comment and ask questions to our panel of speakers. We ask that you also place discussion topics in the chat box at any time during this event, but especially in the final break time. And if your question is selected, we will ask you to unmute and turn on your camera to ask your question, but only in the discussion at the end. If you are selected to ask a question, please remember to speak clearly for those people where English is not their first language. And please remember, no question or comment is a stupid question or comment. We're here to learn and engage. You may also use Zoom direct message function to myself or an Animals for Asia staff member, as you can see on the right there, to ask a question anonymously. So with that, I would like to introduce our first speaker.